And welcome to Let's Fly VFR. We're taking the King Bronco Baron 58 out for a fly. And we're going to challenge ourselves with some crosswinds, some wind shear. And if you like what you see, please feel free to hit that subscribe and like button. Leave me a comment, love to hear from you. So here we are, we've got some 15 knots of wind, 5 knots in the gusting. And there was about 10 knots there in the wind shear. That's going to make it a bit hard. Now we're doing 4K today as well, guys, so let me know if you think it looks okay, and I'll see whether I need to keep doing it for you. So a little bit tired, I've got to say, of just doing the standard, nothing too difficult flights, and as much as I enjoyed, I thought today was worth going out and challenging ourselves a little. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to do one circuit, but we're going to do 2 landings. So I'll show you, because I did a number of these, and if I had shown you all of them, it could have been here for an hour. Most of them entertaining, but if you'd like to see more, please let me know. I'll put a longer version together for you if you'd like to see them all. But here we go, we get off. Now the crosswind from the left is the aircraft's trying to weather vane into it. Just a second little kiss on the right wheel as we get off there. And we will head out, and we're just going to go around for a circuit. But it is by no means calm all the way around. The other indicator there is because the wind comes from a different direction, often from behind us, and removes that amount of lift, and the angle of attack becomes beyond what the wing likes, and then we get that stall indication. So we've got the gear up, trying to trim everything out, get a bit of speed, because this Baron, as much as it loves to go fast, is a bit of a pig when it slows down. It doesn't like to accelerate. So we're going to get around the corner. This is being made hard by the crosswinds, and really I was probably a little bit on the steep side doing the turn as we come on upwind, and then we'll turn downwind. I hope you guys don't get sick watching this, because it just does not stay still for the whole of the circuit. So getting out from the strip, we're on the downwind leg, trying to maintain. Now I've got a bit of speed now, we're up into the green, so it does get a little bit better as we head down, but it becomes a bit more of a nightmare again as we slow down. So we're flying down the back there in the distance. It's a nice little airport, this U62, as the Baron goes ripping past us there. See, it's got a bit of a skid on there as we went past. So let's get our head together and start thinking about what we need to be doing. We're going to be doing a hell of a lot, I would say, getting back in. So now we're going to fly this around, and just before we get there, we're just going to have a look at one of the previous ones I did, which was a little bit easier. It didn't have the wind shear factor in it, wasn't quite as violent, and just give you something to compare apples against oranges, I guess, in this case. So we'll give that a try. Let you have a look at it. Love to hear about what you guys like. Do you challenge yourself when you get in the sim, or do you just like to fly around and not think about it too much? Either way is perfectly okay, but I just thought I needed to have a bit more of a challenge. So put the gear down. I thought that might help to stabilise us a bit. With the wheels and everything out there, it may not buck around as much, but it hasn't helped a great deal as we turn base. And as always, if you enjoy the channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and bang that bell icon. Heading towards 1,000. It's a bit of a slow drag the last 30 as we head towards 1,000, but that's going to be a real channel milestone. Really looking forward to that happening, so hopefully that won't be too far away. I know there's a lot of guys and girls come watch the channel that are not subscribed, so please, if you do like what you see, hit that button for me. It really helps me out. So we're on a long final here. We got ourselves reasonably stable, no flaps yet, just trying to get lined up just a little bit right of center, so just fighting back. The wind's coming from the left and pushing us across, so just trying to keep ourselves straight. The thing with the wind shear, especially when you're getting down towards your normal speed, if you know it's around, you need to carry a little bit more speed in you'll be a little bit hot on the speed front as you catch the as you come over the threshold, but what you don't need is have the lift removed from you when you're close, and that was really close. Really just about did not make that. Holding up, we're still a little bit right of centre, just fighting back. Try and hold it steady. Now I'm just going to show you one of the ones I did earlier, and it looks remarkably easier. It was a fair bit easier, but it still wasn't easy, I've got to tell you. So no wind shear, there was an 8 knot crosswind. But you can see we're not moving around anywhere near as much, just to give you a reference back to the other one. And this one we even get a pretty reasonable touchdown. Just see the controls, it's rocking around a little bit. Got first stage of flaps on this one. Just trying to hold it down. It does want to sink really quickly, this Baron, when you get slow, so fair old nose up, down onto the mains, nose is still off, nose down, and then we can roll out safely. So let's see how we go. Give you a couple of shots of this one from inside, outside and everywhere, because it's a little bit on the scary. Look at the drift on that as we come in close. Just holding it up, holding it up, holding it up. And dumped it pretty heavily there onto the main wheels and get a bounce, but it was pretty scary. Now this is what it looks like from behind. Remind me of those Buck and Bronco machines you see people ride at the rodeos. It's just everywhere. That was a pretty heavy dump. I'm not sure if I wouldn't have broken the gear in a real aircraft. It must have been pretty close. I've got another interesting one coming up for you, the next video. Flying it here with Baron again, but we're going to have something a little bit different happen, and it looks really good, so let's get ourselves straight. A little bit of rallying, we're sideways again. Don't know whether the old Baron's gear would hang up to all that abuse, but we've made it on the ground. We've made it there. That's a lot of fun trying that. 9 out of 10 hardest landing, I reckon, definitely. The only hardest landing than that was the manual Cat 3 IFR landing I did into Adelaide in one of my earlier videos. Go look at that one. There's a lot of white, but there's a lot of moving around in the dials, so hope you enjoyed it. Let me know where your hardest one was. Leave me a comment. Where did you do it? And I'll catch you guys back here next time at Let's Fly VFR. Don't forget to subscribe. Catch you again soon. Bye-bye.